guys, and welcome back to my channel. And for those of you just tuning in for the very first time, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for choosing to watch my videos. Today is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is brought to you by Laura from Mama on a Budget. Her link will be listed below in the description box, so check her out after this video is over. But today's video is going to be, if I had an unlimited beauty budget, what would I get? So the rules of this tag are quite simple. Basically, if money was not an option, what are some things that you've always wanted to get your hands on and try, but you just didn't want to spend the money? I'm going to be splitting everything into categories: face, eyes, lip products, skincare, etc. And we're going to be talking about each one of the items that I would love to purchase, but that price tag though. So the first category I'm going to be speaking about are face products. And one of the items that I've always wanted to purchase is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, but unfortunately it costs $64. And that's high for a foundation, in my opinion. Like, the most I've ever spent on a foundation is about $38, but I've heard so many YouTubers rave about this product. I've seen Jeffree Star use it, Manny MUA, I think Jaclyn Hill has used it, Laura Lee, Tati, and it looks amazing on the skin. And I want to see if $64, like, if it really makes that big of a difference. So the next item that I have always wanted to get my hands on in the face category is the Sisley Paris Gel Primer. Now I hope you are sitting down, because this puppy retails $194. What? That is crazy. First of all, I'm just saying, I have seen all these YouTubers using this primer. I have seen celebrities using this primer, and all I'm going to say is, if I am spending $194 for a primer, my skin better be on point. You feel me? Moving on. The last item in the face category that I would love to own are the Jeffree Star Skin Frost Highlights. Oh, they are so pigmented. They are blinding. They are $29 plus shipping and handling, which would probably make them about $35. And yeah, mama just can't do it. But if money was not an option, girl, best believe I would own all of them. I would be glowing for the gods. I'd just be like, here I am, world. Look at me. I'm beautiful. But I digress. The next category that we're going to be talking about is eyes. And the very first product that I have always wanted to get my hands on is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. Now, I got a deluxe sample of this in my Ulta Beauty for my birthday. And let me done tell you, this mascara did things for my eyes that have never been done before. I have crappy eyelashes. That's why I gotta fake them. Yeah, as much as possible. I have always wanted to have, it's my dream. It has been my dream to have drag lashes. You know what I'm saying? And this mascara retails for $25. And it's not that it's that expensive for a high-end mascara. It's really not. But I mean, I go through mascara, y'all, and like, that's a little steep for me. And there are other mascaras that, I mean, they're not as good, but they get the job done, you know. But when I tried this mascara, I had no makeup on, and I put this on, and I came home, and you know what my husband said to me? He said, "Are you wearing falsies?" Girl, I was like, "No, these are my real lashes. Are you crazy?" He was like, "Oh, well, they look fake. They look good." And I was like, I'm done. I shall use no other mascara in the world but this mascara. So the next item in the eye category that I would love to own is the Sephora Pro palette in the editorial edition. Now, this is gloriously pigmented. I have seen lots of reviews on it, and I know it's got a lot of fallout. I know it's got a lot of kickback. I know it's Sephora, but y'all, $68. $68. Sephora. Quit playing with me. Quit playing. I'm just saying. That is steep. That is very steep. But I have always, the second I saw it, I was like, I have to have this. But I told my husband, I said, so I found this eyeshadow palette and it's really pretty, and did it, you know, try to talk it up, you know. And I was like, you know, oh, it's just wonderful, da 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 da. And he's like, how much does it cost? And I'm like, $68. And he was like, heck no. And I was like, okay, damn. And last but certainly not least, in the eyes category of things I've always wanted to own, is the Viseart palettes. These are gorgeous, and I have heard from basically every makeup artist that these are the most amazing eyeshadows on the planet. But the problem is you only get 12 for $80. And I'm like, really? $80 for 12? And I mean, you know, you would think it would be like in this really impressive packaging, you know, and be like, wow, like that's amazing. You spent $80 on that. But it's literally like a Wet n Wild plastic packaging, for real. But the pigmentation, the blendability, I've seen so many tutorials of YouTubers swatching them and using them on their eyes, and they blend like a dream, and they basically do the work for you. And I'm like, hey, if that does the work for me, I'm all for it. Moving on. So now onto the lip category. And probably one of the only things that I really have wanted to have is basically the entire color range for the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks. They are $20, which really, it's not like that, you know, like the mascara, it's not like that bad, but when you stop and think about it, and I can get about 5 Wet n Wild catsuit liquid lips for the price of one Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'm like, I just can't do it. But I hear that just the formula is amazing, and it's like one swipe, and I mean, it is like, you're done. All right, now for skincare. One of the things that I would love to have is a Clarisonic. I have heard that these do wonders for the skin, and I've always wanted to get my hands on them, but they usually run you anywhere from $169 to $369, and that ain't cheap, brother. Like, that's really expensive. And I would love to get my hands on one, because I want to know if it really does do the job in cleaning my skin, because everybody swears by them, but I just cannot bring myself to pay that price tag. It's ridiculous. And the second item on the skincare list that I have always wanted to own is the Glam Glow Gravity Firming Mask. It looks amazing. First of all, it's this pretty blue color, and like, I think there's one that comes in silver, and it looks dope as all get out on the face. But I have heard people swear by it. I've always wanted to try it, but it is $69, and that is and it comes in a thing about that big, and I just, you know, that's expensive, really expensive. But I have to know, like, what does it do to my face? And the very last category I'm going to be talking about are tools. And the one thing I have to have, and one day I will have it, I promise, are the Sigma full set brushes. But they retail for $411. But I have to say, before you're like, I'm done, I'm gonna click off this video. Before you say anything, I have used other brushes. I have used, and I have some Sigma brushes. I got them on clearance or on a holiday special. I own a lot of different kinds of brushes. But I have to say, Sigma is just a different quality of brush. Plus, you get a warranty on your brushes. I have to fess that, with not talking crap about Morphe now, I do love Morphe, but I can justify that with my Morphe brushes, it's not necessarily that they didn't do the job. They're great brushes. If you want a cheap dupe for Sigma, I would suggest, yes, get you some Morphe brushes, but when it comes to washing them and drying them, my problem is this. My brushes from Morphe, not all, but some of them, the hairs would split. And I mean, it would be looking like this. And how in the world can you blend makeup when your brushes look like this? So I would have to go in and like baby it and put a little conditioner in it and try to like reshape it as much as possible to get the job done. So I feel like the wear and tear on the Morphe brushes are not as great as my Sigma brushes. I've had my Sigma brushes for 5 years. I've had my Morphe brushes for probably 6 to 7 months. And honestly, I have seen way less wear and tear on my Sigma brushes than my Morphe brushes. And I just don't know. Like, even though they're expensive, even though they're really expensive, I have to say they last so much longer. So that is it, my friends. Those are all the products that if money was not an option, I would love to have. But unfortunately, I am a stay-at-home mom and money is a little bit tight. So as always, guys, thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos, and special thanks to Laura from Mama on a Budget. Like I said, her link is listed in the description box, so please head on over to her channel, subscribe, give her a thumbs up, show her some love in the comment section, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.